It has officially been 1 whole year since my university shut down and I got moved to online school. And 1 year later, I'm still paying $15K a year to learn within the 4 walls of my childhood bedroom. We no longer have motivation to study. We are physically and mentally exhausted from all the stress. We are tired of every day feeling the exact same. We are burnt out from online school. I just want to start off this video by saying I'm going to be talking a lot about things that I feel like aren't really talked about on social media. And the reason you probably don't see your favorite influencer or YouTuber talking about this or making a video like this to relate to you on that level is because, one, they probably dropped out of school, they're not in school, and they're out traveling the world, partying with their friends, not listening to any guidelines. You know the ones. It has impacted me to a point where I have unfollowed every single social media influencer that is not taking COVID seriously, or I just cannot grasp what they think is right from wrong and where their morals lie. But let me tell you, since doing that, my feed has never been cleaner from all that drama. Obviously, as you read by the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about online school burnout and how we can all get through this together. In case this is your first video of mine, my name is Chaunna. I'm in my 3rd year of electrical engineering, not at UCLA. I don't know why I decided to wear this sweater today. It was just really comfy and the only clean shirt I had. I study in Canada, so this is very misleading, but whatever. And I know exactly how you're feeling about online school. Just so we're all on the same page here, burnout is a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion caused by excessive and prolonged stress. It occurs when you feel overwhelmed, emotionally drained, and unable to meet constant demand. I think word for word is how majority of the student population is feeling right now. It has been a year of this crap. Yes, I'm gonna call it crap. I know most schools and most teachers, most professors are doing the best they can with the online environment. I think we've all at least had our fair share of bad profs that aren't understanding what we're going through. And there is a fine line between going easy on people because of the circumstances and still teaching and grading fairly, and I get that. But we're burned out here, okay? Like, as I mentioned, I am in my 3rd year, so I'm not saying the first 2 years were a walk in the park. Well, oh my god, I love school. It is so fun. I am stress-free. No, in-person school is still stressful. You can still feel burnout. It's just online school is a different level of stress. It's a different type of burnout because you physically cannot change anything. You are stuck between these 4 walls and it is exhausting and it is tiring. And I want to be that YouTuber that stays in school and can help relate to you guys on that level. And just to let you know that you are not the only person feeling this way. I know what it's like to just feel so like that you can't even put into words how drained you feel from school. So with all of that, I kind of put together a list in my notebook of things that just helped me or that I want to try out that I know will help me, but I'm still trying to get through this burnout phase. And I just really wanted to sit down and just chat about feeling burnout from online school because this wasn't how school was supposed to be. It's like school wasn't designed to be at home. It was designed to be on campus, in person. You can feel burnout in different ways, whether that be with your job, sometimes with YouTube, with friends, with hobbies. You just do something so repetitively all the time that you just get, literally, as it sounds, you get burnt out. And sometimes it's really hard to light yourself back up and find that spark to what you love doing. And hopefully you love what you're doing in school. I know it's harder when you're in like high school and you're not really taking classes that you want, but in college, university, when you get to study what you genuinely like, it's more of like a spark, I guess, unless you're being forced to take something, which I really hope you're not. One thing before I start, I just really want to say, a lot of people shit on school, like completely just like, oh, like I'm just learning pointless stuff and blah, 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 blah. But like, I'm not saying the education system is perfect. I know there are a lot of flaws and it has a heavy mental impact on kids and teenagers and even young adults. But like, I do want to defend school, that it is genuinely important. Like, without school and the quadratic formula, believe it or not, there's a lot of things in life you would not have. You wouldn't have half of the technology that you're using right now. We probably wouldn't have the internet, YouTube, your phone would definitely not be becoming more advanced every year. There's some things you don't need school for, but there are a lot of things that you need school for. And I feel like as humans, a lot of people have just lost the spark of wanting to learn and grow because of the flaws of the education system. But I just want to say school is important, and it's important to me, which is why I'm one of the few YouTubers that haven't dropped out of school yet. I didn't mean to say yet, I'm not dropping out. But anyways, I wrote 10 tips that have kind of helped me just at least get myself through the semester. I'm not saying this is a foolproof list of how to get out of burnout and cure everything, because it is a lot on your mental health and people will take things differently and react to things differently. These are just tips that help me. So let's just get started. The first thing seems very pointless, but it actually does have a huge impact, at least for me, and that is switching up the location you work. Whenever I'm just feeling really drained from doing schoolwork at my desk in my bedroom, I'll move to the kitchen, or move to the dining room, or just move to another table, or outside if it's nice enough. Just switching up your environment can honestly just release you from that stress. Just somewhere with a different chair, different lighting, kind of feeling like you're going to a different class if you can. Imagine if it was in-person school, but you sat down in the same chair in the same room for all 6 of your classes. That would be so boring. Taking my laptop and my notebooks and moving to the kitchen to work for a couple hours gives me a new environment. The air is different, everything's different, and it just definitely releases some tension. My second tip is to FaceTime your friends that are in the same situation as you. It can easily feel like you're alone when you're feeling burnt out, but literally calling your friends and ranting about how much you hate online school can actually help. Just literally rant about everything that pisses you off about online school and how tired you are, and about that professor you hate, and about how hard your assignment is and how you get so little time to do it, and if things were in person, blah blah blah. Talk about it with your friends. You guys can rant on FaceTime. 100% they are feeling the exact same way, and sometimes, like I do with YouTube, you just need to let everything out. Just let all that emotion out, and especially talking about it with other students that are on the same boat as you just gives you a reminder that, hey, I am not alone. I am not the only student feeling this way. We're all going through this, and we're all gonna get through this. Number 3, something that helps me get my mind off the direct stress of school: planning a future and just planning your life. It's kind of fun. Doing something that's like, hey, after I graduate and get through this whole school thing, I'm gonna do this. Whether that be looking at apartments, looking at jobs you can apply to, trips that you want to go on when it's safe to do so. Just planning something that's gonna excite you, so it reminds you, I'm working my ass off to get these good grades, so I'm gonna get my dream job, afford my dream house, my dream apartment. Working hard right now will get me here, and it is exciting. I'm not even gonna lie. I have cool apartments and houses in mind that I want to move to when I graduate, places that I want to work. Getting excited because school will be over and school is not your whole life. Just recognizing the long-term success that's gonna come from school. Okay, step number 4 is probably what your mom has told you, but getting rid of distractions so you can pay attention in class. The whole snowball effect going on here. If you're not paying attention in class, or if you're skipping class, there's more to catch up on when you need to study for exams. Less time you have to absorb everything in your brain. So just forcing yourself, I know it's hard, I need to work on it too because I suck at it. Paying attention in class will definitely help you in the long run when it comes to studying and assignments. You are gonna understand how to do things better if you just pay attention in class. It's easier said than done. Trust me, I need to work on it a lot. I need to lock my phone away in a safe. But literally closing any other browser, putting your phone in another room, turning your phone completely off, turning off all other electronics and distractions. But the less distractions you have, the more likely you are to actually pay attention and hopefully actually, learn something. Tip number 5 is to have a morning routine. I have talked about this in other ranting videos, and with the weather warming up, try to include a walk or some type of exercise in your morning routine. There literally are happiness chemicals in your body that get released when you exercise or go into nature. Going for walks in the mornings with my dog definitely improves my day. I feel groggy if I don't get my morning walk, and so does my dog. Or if you're sick of your morning routine and that's part of your burnout, then switch up your morning routine. Literally just switch up the order, add something new, take something out. Just doing something that is gonna break you out of this mental burnout of everything feeling the same. Number 6 is setting small goals and celebrating those achievements. So dopamine is actually like the reward chemical that's in our bodies. When you feel rewarded, it actually releases like a little happy chemical in you. For example, I like to use a planner and I like to write everything that I need to do down, and it feels good to give myself little check marks. Or if I just had a really busy week, I will reward myself by going to get some Starbucks or going to go get ice cream with my boyfriend. Obviously, you can do this with your family or somebody that's in your social bubble, but every Friday, my boyfriend and I, we have a Friday movie night. Just to kind of reward ourselves for the long week we just had. We eat junk food, we bake brownies, for rewarding yourself for what you're going through, but rewarding yourself a lot because you're freaking crazy. Like, you do so much. It's insane of all the things that you accomplish every single day, and you need to reward yourself for that. Number 7 is getting an exercise. I know majority of us probably did Chloe Ting at the beginning of quarantine. I have not done Chloe Ting in a very long time. I actually haven't really worked out in a long time. I should really get back on that. But exercising and meditating actually releases 2 chemicals, endorphins and serotonin. There's doing something that moves your body, gets your blood going, your heart rate up. Number 8, I know this might not apply to everybody, but at the end of the day, professors and teachers, your dean, your principal, they want to see you succeed. And I know there are some corrupted people out there that just hate the world. Majority of professors that I've had genuinely want to see me succeed. So if you need extra time on an assignment, or you forgot to do something, or you're just really going through a hard time mentally and you don't know if you can get your project done, reach out to your professor, reach out to your counselor. For example, literally just last week in the middle of midterm season, I had 3 midterms in 1 week. I had so many labs to do, and they were extremely hard labs. They were taking my partner and I days to do, and I just thought I wouldn't be able to hand in this lab on time. So I emailed my professor and I was honest. I was like, I'm feeling very stressed with these midterms. I'm sure my colleagues in my program feel the exact same because we have midterm ABC, assignment D, E, F all due from these courses. If it's possible, could you please extend the deadline, or can I hand in at least half of it? Because I'm feeling a lot of anxiety and I'm stressed. They probably have kids that are also in online school, and they will help you out. They will give you that extension. They'll give you the extra help if you feel like you're not learning anything or absorbing any of the information. I know not all profs are angels, but some of them really do have your best interest at heart. Just reach out. The worst thing they're gonna say is no, and the best thing they're gonna say is yes. Number 9 is doing self-care. It sounds so small, but just literally having a little spa night to yourself, or getting a haircut, dyeing your hair, doing your nails. Not just girls, like guys too. Just doing whatever makes your body feel relaxed and happy, or going out to your favorite restaurant and eating just some comfort food. That's it. Just doing things that make you feel better. Number 10, and obviously this probably should have been number 1, but I just wanted to remind you guys, take a break. When you feel burnt out from anything, it doesn't have to be school, you need to take a break. And I know with school that's kind of hard because you have things due and assignments and things to study for and blah blah blah, but you genuinely need to take a break. Too much of anything is bad for you. Too much of work, too much of a specific food, too much of people in your life, too much of anything is just bad for you. So if something's making you feel burnt out, take a break. And when you take those breaks, yes, you can do what's relaxing, like if that's watching Netflix or watching YouTube on your breaks or whatever, but trying to do things that don't revolve around a screen and getting a hobby that doesn't revolve around a screen. For example, that's why I kind of started my small business of making spoon rings, because it's something I can do creatively that doesn't stare at a screen, because we are literally, you're watching me on a screen right now. Our screen time is hella high since online school, and you don't want to contribute to that even though watching Netflix or whatever. Trying to find a hobby that is still relaxing that doesn't revolve a screen, like reading a book, drawing, doing some art, music, just taking a break from what's burning you out and using that time to do something that, you know, excites you in life, whatever that may be. So I have been talking for an extremely long time, and the lighting is starting to get really bad because the sun is starting to come in front of my window. So I kind of just want to wrap things up. Even though I gave you guys all these tips that helped me, honestly, the biggest thing I can do is just let you know you're not alone. I know that helps me when I get to see influencers or people I like to watch on YouTube that I can relate to. I hope I helped in some way with guiding you to the best coping mechanism that'll work for you to just help you feel like yourself again. And yeah, if you guys want to talk about anything or just rant, whatever you want out, the comment section is always open. It's a judge-free zone. Here are the shoddy shoutouts of this video. Thank you guys so much for all your constant love and support. I know I've been a bit burnt out on YouTube because of the burnout of school, but I'm trying to get back into posting a lot and more relatable and fun content for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you all, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!